All right. First of all, the problem with the tropospheric, what is the problem with the troposphere ozone or tropospheric ozone, ozone that's down here at ground level? Well, ozone itself is what we call, or well, I'll write the formula for it. It's O3. Ozone is what we call an allotrope of oxygen. Elemental oxygen normally exists. The dominant form of oxygen, in our environment is in the form of O2. That's the stable elemental form of oxygen. But sometimes we can have elements that exist in different forms, and that's called an allotrope. For example, carbon can exist in nature, can be found in nature in the form of graphite or in the form of diamond. And in that case, it's all just made out of elemental carbon. It's just how the individual carbons are arranged relative to each other. So we call them allotropes. The same thing here with elemental oxygen and ozone. Ozone is still what we consider elemental oxygen. It's just in a different form. This form, when you have 3 oxygen atoms stuck together, is very unstable. Therefore, it's highly reactive. Okay, and that's what makes it so dangerous, is the fact that it's an unstable molecule, and so therefore when it comes in contact with something else, such as skin or rubber or plant material, it's going to react very quickly to do what we call oxidize, which is going to cause a breaking of the bonds of whatever it comes in contact with and adding itself oxygen to that particular compound that it comes in contact with. Okay, so this is ozone. When I say ozone, this is what I'm talking about. All right, ozone, okay, so what's the problem with it? Well, I just said it was nasty and it reacts, so that means it affects your respiratory system. If you breathe it in, it's going to affect you, even in normal, healthy people. The problem a lot of times with carbon monoxide or nitrogen oxides, and smog and whatnot, that really affects people who have compromised immune systems or compromised respiratory or cardiovascular systems, because it puts an extra strain on the heart and the lungs. But ozone, even for normal healthy people, it can cause health problems at very low levels. For example, if healthy people are exercising outside and there's a high concentration of ozone that day, tropospheric ozone, it can cause coughing and sneezing, chest pain, and even pulmonary congestion where you get mucus in your lungs. All right, it's dangerous. It's very dangerous for small children and people with reduced lung function already, because if it can affect a healthy person with a normal lung capacity, it has that much more effect on people with a small lung capacity, which are small children, and people that have some kind of lung disease that's reduced their lung capacity. It can also damage plants because it's going to react with whatever it comes in contact with. It's very, very reactive. It damages like the rubber parts to your car, bumpers and tires, causes your tires and bumpers and whatnot to wear out faster, because whatever it comes in contact with, especially carbon chains, it's going to react and break the carbon-carbon bonds and add itself to that molecule. So it's dangerous stuff. So I still haven't told you where it comes from. I've just convinced you that it exists and that it's bad.